Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I wanted to make a quick video showing the other gifts that were in the mail, and I did get other things. I also wanted to show the gift that I received that I started knitting up to because it's a advent calendar. It was for December, but it's something that you could knit at any time. I just really love the color work. Since I'm talking about it, I'll show that one first. So the store is Mee County Yarns, and it's based in Scotland. I started using the colors, so some of them aren't full skeins anymore, but up here there is a list of the colors with numbers, and based off of the number you can knit the charts that it comes with. Of course, you could also choose your own colors for the projects, but I really loved the project, the way that it was knitting up. So I went for what the chart was saying. I saw this on Julia's podcast, the Happy Knitting podcast, and I was really excited because when I saw hers, I was really like wanting to get it. And this is special too because it's my first advent calendar. I don't really buy small skeins. I like to knit larger projects, if not maybe mittens or cowls, but I like to use leftover yarn, which is a benefit from doing a lot of color work. It, you have leftover colors to put into other projects, but I mainly knit the garments, so I like to have a good amount of yarn if it's the small amount. But I have the advent calendar. This was more recent, but I did want a folder to carry my printed patterns because I usually just fold them up and put them in the project bag, which is okay too. But I like to try to keep them in good condition so I can have them. I tend to go back to a lot of the same patterns that I really enjoyed. And it's another thing, like with knitting, you could do different colors or color combinations. So I did get two folders. This one is a hard folder, and it has a band, and it has places where you could store your files or papers and papers. I took out the planner list that was in here. But what I really liked is this one because it matches with another gift that I have received. So this is an envelope folder, and I love this. I have the paper with the charts in here, and I can put the other papers in here as well. I put the project in this bag that I got recently. So this one I got because I wanted a project bag that was a little smaller than my larger project bags. I have two small project bags that I usually put like socks or mittens in. And then majority of my bags are as large as I could get them because I like to carry all my yarn together for my projects, and I change the colors, so there tends to be a lot of skeins to go in the bag. So I found this. It's technically a lunchbox, but I really like the natural material that it's made out of. And it was at a good price point too, because I was looking at other project bags online, and the main thing was the ones that I liked were overseas, and some of the ones that I liked, it was I decided to try to find something local opposed to buying something overseas this time. So this one, it may be nice too, so I could take this along because the inside is like it's a lunchbox material. So it's good to clean, and it has a protection in there. I keep the scissors in here, and there's a couple of other gadgets that I keep in here too. And I did a couple days on the knit along or the advent calendar. What's cool about the calendar is that the way that it blends is you have the two colors, and some of the charts multiple are for multiple days. So you can see that it blends into the next chart because it uses a previous color from another chart, and now it's going into a new chart. And this is the in the colorway Blush. So it's a really nice green. And as I knit more and more, I do gravitate towards the non-superwash. I like the woolly wools. I really like the how structured the garment is, and the bands. You'll see the name on the back. Sorry. And then the other color is cream. And then I have the color for the upcoming chart in the bag too. So I won't give everything away. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm using one of my gifts for the project too. So I decided to make this into a scarf instead of like a infinity scarf. I'll add the tassels at the end. I love tassels. And I'm really excited for the project. It's super fun to knit up. The other gift is the Licca needles. They're the Cypra copper needles, and it's 3.5. I got these, well, I got them because I received um, money, and then I wanted to try them since 2 days before Christmas. I was knitting for around 10 hours for both the days before Christmas. So I figured that this might be a nice needle set to have. Of course, my main set is the Knitter's Pride Ginger shorties. I do like shorter needles. The Knitter's Pride is a little bit longer than the Licca ones. So I'm using them for different things. So the bag that the envelope matched is the bag that I got, and it's in this bag. Sorry. And I didn't open up all the needles in here. But I'll show my main needles. So I am on the sleeves for my Sleipnir cardigan. So I was going to show my Sleipnir cardigan. I'll show it after, because I switched to DPNs for the sleeves because I prefer knitting with DPNs for the sleeves. And I really liked another set. Let me see. the Sepnier cardigan, I used my ginger needles for most of the things. So I got the cord. Let's this. These are slightly shorter so they're able to stay in the round when I knit the scarf. With a Sepnier cardigan, I'm really happy with the ribbing because I was doing the Norwegian purl for the knitting, and I was using an old set that I was trying to find a use for because I wanted to try out another like a set before getting the Cypher ones. So they're the driftwood ones. And I really love the wood that they use. And it's like a soft petal finish. I would say that it was slower when I was knitting the color work. I just really love the wood and the lamination of the ginger needles. The color work really glides on it. But I would say that when I was trying to use it for I was using it for the ribbing. I wanted to see if I would like it on another needle because um I took this one out. I was thinking maybe I could try it with that. And I really enjoyed the ribbing. I was really consistent with it because I had this project for a while, but then I had two other projects that were garments that I finished before I finished this one. And now I'm going back to the garment, the cardigan, and it gave me more excitement when I was using a different needle for it because the needles are pretty solid and sturdy. I have had driftwood before, not needles specifically, but I made things with driftwood and it's like as solid as I could describe. Um, the needles are a little smaller, but even so, when I was doing more things aggressively with my needles, they didn't feel super delicate when I was doing them. So that was nice. I felt like I could really go pretty aggressively with it, but not too much, but to to an amount where I didn't feel like the needles would give out on me. So I really like that. And also I prefer the length of the Knitter's Pride ginger set that shorty version. It I feel like it just works really well for me. But I am again happy that I tried it for the ribbing and I feel that I liked it for that. I I wanted to try it for cabling too. So and then I wanted to try another reason I wanted to try the Cypress because I wanted to use non-wood too to see the to use other needles. But I'm happy with how it's turning out. And then these DPNs are the Knitter's Pride Ginger DPN set too. So they have the needle that I like, and it'll be coming along. Then I'll do the button band. So the last gift that I'm showing is a fun one because I have wanted this book specifically, and it's the Westmorelands by Marie Wallin. I wanted this book. One of the yarn stores that I shop on sometimes online was having an end of the year sale with one of them being this book. And so wanted to I wanted to get it. I want to knit multiple things, but I've really wanted to knit the Glara Mara. So it's the Setting Fair Isle sweater, which is knitted in the round. The design is a mixture of small repeating motifs inspired by traditional Fair Isles and ornamental design. It has a fitted, longer line silhouette, and the sleeves are the same length for all the sizes but can be made longer or shorter by adding or reducing a number of stripes in the cuffs. Glera Mara is named after the fell that stretches from Stonithwaite to Barrowdale in the Lake District. Like many fells in Cumbria, the Pleasant Sound comes from the series of Old Norse words meaning hill with the mountain hut by a chasm. And I enjoy just the scenery. There's some cabling in here too. I do like the accessories, and I also wanted to knit them. I'm excited. So, let me see. Aside from the Wicca needles, I did get more of the needles. I have extra of certain sizes that I use. And I have cords from some different sets, and that I got some cords on their own, and I use some of the Wicca cords for the Knitter's Pride ones. So I have a lot of size 3, 6s, 7s. I have 2/8s, and then from there I have the 9, 10, 10 and a half. Well, 10 and a half comes in like a set. So just 10 in this set. And you can see the different wood variations. They really put a lot in this bag. I put so much in here, so I just kind of close it a little bit. Okay. That was the video. I'm just gonna put these scissors in here. Oh, I was going to show two chunky yarn hanks, and these are the Ultra Alpaca Chunky. So it's super fine alpaca and then Peruvian wool. Just happy about that. I wanted more chunky because I do have a sweater in mind. I wanted to finish my project. I do have a specific project that I would like to cast on soon once I finish one of the garments, because I also have another garment from the Finish Knitwear designer that the Sleipnir sweater or cardigan is what I'm making it created. Since I was plain knitting for a long time and I prefer doing most other things other than plain knitting, so I figured that even though there is there's the body to do for this project, it's a chunky sweater, so it'll knit up quickly. It's the wilderness sweater, and I've wanted this for super long time, and I felt honestly pretty responsible when I got these, because um there's all types of color combinations that I think of, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to knit up the garment up, so I would like to prepare myself to get the yarn for the project, and I do have some other yarn that I could use for the project too that's already in my stash, and it'll be something that I'm looking forward to. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was interesting, and I'll see you in another video.